Hello, you're welcome back to my channel. It's so good to have you here. Thank you for joining me today. I'm still on my JavaScript series, and the title of this lesson is basically a recursive function lesson. All right, a recursion lesson, like we did in the previous lesson. We'll be solving a recursion challenge, a very little recursion challenge. And if you've been following our lessons, you'll discover that our previous lesson is or was very similar was very is very similar to this. Okay, so let's jump right into the challenge. Okay, so we definitely have okay, we now have a defined we have defined a function named range of numbers with two parameters. So the function should return an array of integers which begins with a number represented by the start num parameter and ends with a number represented by the end num parameter. The starting number will always be less than or equal to the ending number. Your function must use recursion by calling itself and not use loops of any kind. It should also work for cases where both start num and end num are the same. So let's jump right into our coding. We'll start by creating our base case, and I'm going to just say that if start num is greater than end num, I want to return an empty array, right? So this is our base case. I'm gonna be increasing this by one for every new function call. So let me show you how I'll do that here. So we have else, I'm creating my array, and I'm gonna have my function call here, range of numbers. And for every function call, I'm going to add one to the start num, and I'll have my end num to be the same. And then the next thing I'm going to do is to add, push, dot push, right? Dot push, push my start num. It's supposed to be start. I'm going to push my start num into my range array. And then lastly, I'll be returning this range array. So let's go ahead and test it here like we always do. Range of numbers. Let's have 1 and 7. And what we have here? We have 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This works alright, but we just need to make one little change so that it starts from 1 and ends with 7. And here I'll just change this on shift so that it's gonna put the new numbers in front of the array. I've explained this in the previous lesson. If you're kind of lost, I'll encourage you to go to the previous lesson, and I'll also drop a link in the description for that. Yeah. The first or the second recursion lesson we had. So this is how it works. Let's try to change this number to 6, and we have 6 and 7. Change it to 3. We have 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So here is our base case that returns, that ends the whole function call. And then here is our second, the else part, which makes the function calls over and over again with a number greater than the previous start num. And then here we shift it into the array. We push it into the array, but not at the end, but at the beginning. And then we return our range array. I hope this makes sense. If it does not, feel free to drop a question in the comment section, and I will be very glad to answer you. Let's go ahead and run the test first of all before we go on. And yeah, yeah, it works. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and also drop your comments. Bye.